Okay.
Hey, chalo, let's start. Hey, hi everybody. So, this is our channel Movies and Musings. We'll be talking about the movies we watch mostly on Netflix, and we are going to talk about, particularly for this season, we are talking about Christmas movies. But before all that, let's just introduce who we are and how we ended up here. So, Charishma and I'm Sumitra, by the way. Charishma and I, we go our friendship it goes back to college days, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, at least.
Yeah.
And we met each other there and then we watched a lot of movies together. We are from southern part of India, Andhra Pradesh to be specific. And our first movie together was Emma Chesave. And oh my God, what a beautiful movie. And we watched a lot of movies after that, and then somehow we connected over the movies of the same genre after all these years, um, from Netflix, right? I mean, I watch a lot of Netflix, and I think you also watch a lot of Netflix as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and we'll somehow we never talked about it, but we always shared on Insta post or Facebook post about some shows or movies or series that we watch, and then somehow when you share something, I'm going to watch it on, on my
Yeah.
yeah, and then when I share something, you also watch it, right? Somehow, I mean,
Yeah.
we
I
like
think
like for
we
ex
have interest on movies and books in common. I think we
yeah,
like
yeah,
something that's actually
ex
quite has everything like dramas,
yes,
everything.
yes,
So
a
we
full
have like,
package,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And we did
and.
review certain things and we see like, okay, she watched that show, maybe it's really good. So we had
Yeah,
that sort of connection over there. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, right. Like Virgin River. I mean, like we both watched it
Yeah, yeah.
like as soon as they released it on
There
Netflix
was
or something.
Virgin River. There were like other books we
Yeah,
were like, okay, I read this book this week, and they were like, oh, I did the same. So
yes,
yeah, I think we
exactly.
sort of have that connection uh,
Or
over books and definitely movies and
movies. Yeah,
drama sort of thing.
yeah, exactly. So and one day we just decided, like, why not talk about this using the platform, because we can dream more about it. I mean, uh, we can dream more in this, right? In this, what do you call? I mean, like I'd like to call it a dream, a beautiful dream. And then you like this fashion designing, and I mean, oh my God, your dressing and all. I mean, it all comes from all these movies, and the style and stuff, and I like stories.
Yeah.
Those beautiful story log lines, synopsis, and we decided to talk about this, and then we just created a channel called Movies and Musings, where we'll be talking about every movie that we watched, um, once a week. For now, once a week, because our lives are all
We are the
messy,
busy
and
moms.
we are the
Yeah.
busy moms,
Yeah.
and yeah. So, coming to the Christmas movies, or they call it holiday movies, Christmas movies. And these movies are a genre by themselves. It's in the West. I mean, I've started watching Christmas movies or holiday movies like long before I moved to the West. Um, and of course, we both live in the US right now, and it's
Christmas is
it's
magical, so that's
yeah.
why we like everywhere we go, we like to see the lights, the surprise, the
Yeah.
warm, cool, cozy. I think we are up to Christmas movies wherever we were.
Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, it doesn't, of course, it gets hot. I mean, it's still hot in the southern part of India, even during the Christmas season or winter season. It's not like it goes down below 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Never, right? But still, the coziness, we I mean, who wouldn't want that, right?
Yeah.
And
We had friends too. We had friends who called to their homes for Christmas. I definitely had a lot of friends growing up in my school and everywhere. They are from Kerala, so their
yeah,
Christmas is very special and it's always magical. And
yeah,
but the traditions are different from
yeah,
country to
exactly.
country.
Yeah,
Christmas has been always warm,
yeah.
cozy, and magical. So yeah, who doesn't like
Yeah,
Christmas?
time of
Yeah,
the year, right? It's
yeah,
it's that magical time of the year. For us, I think for us it starts as soon as it's Diwali. I mean,
true.
like, for us, it's gonna get darker after like
For
September.
me, it starts as soon as the Halloween ends. The Halloween lights go inside, Christmas lights comes outside. So I am
Yeah,
definitely that person. I would be eagerly waiting for day one to pull that Christmas trees, Christmas lights, everything outside.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's exactly what these Christmas movies are about, right? I mean, like they're cozy little spaces. They're not this. They don't have stories like one of Christopher Nolan's movies,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they have this comforting, magical, cozy feeling.
It's
It's
like
like you will.
Christmas Hallmark movies. They
Yeah,
come with
yeah. The Hallmark Channel,
yeah,
the production company.
they're
Yeah.
definitely not villainous characters in them. So there is
Yeah,
exactly not
exactly. They
negative
are.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It-
then
yeah.
magic
Yeah.
happens, and then
Yeah.
there's suddenly
Yeah.
all these
Yeah.
angels that bring the two people together, right?
Yeah, and it's also family time that people like to come sort of together and watch Christmas movies, especially you have small kids, or it's the time that they come from school, and we wait for a lot of time to sit and enjoy the time. Christmas time is like, because it's also winter, and
Yeah, yeah. You just
the daylight is low, so the
yeah,
nighttime is high, and it's purely magical, and you just want to have a warm coffee or something and watch
yeah,
some cool movie. But at
yeah,
the end of the
yeah.
night, that's the end of the day should be.
You don't have to use your brain a lot while watching a movie
Yeah,
during this magical season,
yeah,
right? And these movies are just that, right? I mean, you'll have a simple story that will be just 1 hour movie, 1 hour long, and then everything happens in between. Like what? How many? I wouldn't say like more than 10 characters, important characters in these kind of movies, right? And then you have this beautiful decorations
yeah.
everywhere you walk, and yeah, I mean those colors, and it makes the screen look so beautiful. I mean it
Definitely,
doesn't yeah, right, and then it makes you
definitely.
feel like you are there.
And red
So
is a
they
beautiful color for the season.
yeah,
Wherever I see red and green, maybe not in summer and other
yeah.
time of the season, but winter is really cool when it's all white, red, and green.
Exactly, exactly, right? I mean, I love summer. I love summer, definitely. I love summer, but I love winter for this warm, cozy feeling as well that we get inside the walls, inside, not outside. And anyway, so coming to the first movie we wanted to discuss in this channel is A Merry Little Xmas. Mostly these stories, right, the Christmas movies, they are very simple stories. A small town girl moves to a big city, or a big city girl moves to a small town, or moves to the countryside to somehow change her life
That's
somehow.
where the magic happens.
That's where the magic exactly, that's where the magic happens, and it does happen in every movie. I can't even say in some of the movies or most of the movies, like in every movie the magic happens.
That's another part of the Christmas movies is like the
Yeah,
story can be predictable. You can predict
yeah,
everyone sort of thing. This is by the time you start the movie, you know how it ends, But
Yes.
it also get a little piece in ourselves to think, okay, it's a Christmas movie. It's not supposed
Yeah.
to be like too
Yeah.
complicated and also.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't have to use
Mm.
your brain. Just watch,
Exactly.
have a hot chocolate, a mug of hot chocolate, a
And if you
comforting.
really hate some character, you can go and scream in front of the TV screen and no one can hear you, man. That's some kind of.
Exactly. So, a Merry Little Xmas. I mean, this story, right? As I said, these movies are predictable, and somehow the stories are like love story happens. They meet for the first time, or they were separated for a long time, and but they meet again, and the love shines. I mean, blossoms again. But this movie somehow it it looked different to me. Do you feel that? Because it's the love story happened somewhere. I mean, somewhere like what, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, yeah.
And then now they're about to get divorced.
Mm.
Right? I mean, it's a bit different. It's not entirely, I mean, a different genre or something, but it started differently. Of course, there is again love story between them, the love they still hold between each other, and how they get together again and all.
I
But
think
the
probably life caught up to them, so that's where
yeah,
they kind of miss like what's happening in their lives.
yeah,
I like you said, like generally the genre, the story starts in a different, but I think the entire story revolves where two people who have met through love and then life happened and they were fighting 20 years, like they just came out of college and
mm,
she just moves to a magical town and it's really magical winterlight. I have to we have to definitely speak about the sets and locations at one point about this movie. And they moved to winterlight and she felt everything is magical and they had two kids and over the time they both got caught in the lives, so they didn't have time to themselves. And by the time they think their kids are grown up, and then she decides that she want to do something for herself, and
yeah.
so they decide to divorce. But the main challenges, the story start to take a different turn when the male lead
Yes,
starts
comes.
to have a girlfriend,
Yeah.
and that's where entirely is twisted. So,
Yeah,
and that's where actually starts.
what I'm trying to say is um Everett and um
Kate.
Kate. Yeah. So Kate moving to Winterlight with Hudson, with Everett, it would have been a whole Christmas movie by itself, right?
True,
That's
true, true,
exactly
true,
that's exactly what Christmas
true,
movies they make,
true.
and and this one started. it's like
Yeah,
it's like oh, that happens in every Christmas movie. So let's move like 20 years in the future and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
let them get divorced.
Who knows if someone might reason the story, they might even do a prequel about
Make
it 20 years
equal about
back.
it, right?
Maybe with the
Yeah.
different actors, but even if the same actress, I would trust them even if they say like they're 20 years old. I mean, Alicia Silverstone with her age, she definitely aged gracefully. She will be almost 50 by next year sometime.
Yeah.
But she has that same look when we saw her in her I like to say, like, when she had her first hit around 1992, that's the time we were born. So she
Yeah.
was there from there to today. And the way the screen
Carries
presence, I
herself.
mean,
Yeah.
it's she wrote everything. In general terms, we say the wife is the heart of the house, and she definitely owned that part in the movie, saying, going through like what she has done for the family and what she has came all the way through. And I, it's a visual to see her and in a beautiful city like Winterlight. It's a different
Yeah.
experience for sure.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about the her house. What was it called? I
Mothership.
Yeah, mothership, right? I mean, it felt like, I mean, I don't know if it is graphics, but it felt like it would be a heaven for people who like trees and who likes
True,
greenery, right?
true,
I mean,
true.
did you look at observe their background when they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
talking? I mean, wow,
It's
what
full
is.
of green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's full. Yeah, it's fully indoor plants, and then
yeah,
but then as soon as you move to the other part, there are Christmas decorations and there is
true.
snow and
I think the house actually reflects her character very much in the
yeah,
movie because she wants
wanted to be
to,
a
she has most of like wanted to initiate green innovatives and she wanted
yeah,
to save nature kind. So the
yeah,
set entirely looked everything that has magical lights and that are powered through solar, not just,
yeah,
connected from the electricity.
yeah,
And she had like warm decorations and she had the origami paperworks, paper hangings, and it definitely reflected that character she owned, the house she lives, that did make justice to her character.
yeah. It's just it's most of Christmas movies they don't want to push messages into your face, and they don't want to kind of make you go through all sorrow stuff and all. But this movie definitely gave that message of being everybody
Yeah,
should be an environmentalist,
true, true,
right? A climate activist,
true.
right? I mean, like the house, whoever wrote it, I mean, I need to, it's Steve Carr, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's a set they made in Toronto. So after looking at Winterlade, I started Googling where is this place. I mean, it's so magical. It feels like we should be there at least once in a lifetime. And
yeah,
looks like it was in Toronto. They had made the set and they had picked certain streets. Like especially the Holden hardware store, which was owned by Everett dads. Oh man, we have to definitely speak about the dads.
oh,
They are
that's
they
yes,
are literally bliss to the eye. So they were
yeah,
supportive. They were supportive of Everett. They were supportive of Kate, and they were supportive to children. And they Mike and if the other guy named Tracy, if I'm not wrong, but entirely. So the streets are from Toronto, which we should definitely go to Toronto for once at least lifetime for
yeah. I
Christmas.
have I
Yeah.
have Canada visa, which is going to expire next
I
year.
should apply and we should both go probably
Oh
and
yeah, but
celebrate.
let's
Yeah,
let's let's plan. Let's
yeah,
let's
yeah.
dream for these things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. So
and
the movie
and
sorts of bring that kind of message saying that,
yeah,
so whoever made the set definitely thought
yeah.
about, what they are trying to talk about the character
Yeah,
and
exactly. Not
and they
just
did make
say
whatever.
she's
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
not just say she's like an architect who wants everything like green power, green energy, all that stuff. Let's also show it in the movie, right?
True.
Beautifully. And that's yeah, that's a great idea, whoever
Yeah,
got it right. And and of course the dads, like
yeah.
I mean, and the whole movie, of course, the teenagers, Kate's son and daughter, they're going to behave like the teenagers as usual.
Yeah. At the
But
start
then
of the
at the,
movie, I thought like, man, what these people like because her daughter name is Sienna and I think the son's name is Gabe or something. I was like initially thinking like, damn, they are they disregarding their mother sort of thing. I felt like really first half it felt really annoyed, but I think the way they portrayed the characters, we should definitely speak like they felt like it's really annoying that they are disregarding their mothers a vicious sort of thing. But
yeah,
by the time when Sienna told at almost end of the movie that she's going to take a green initiative in her college in Oxford, that made like daughters are the bliss to have. And Kate
exactly.
at the same time she realizes she also have to let her son become a firefighter if he has to choose. So I think it's a whole lot. I think we have to definitely speak about like every character they have created in the movie, like
Yeah,
from Sienna's boyfriend Nigel. It's a quirky character, but still a
yeah.
little annoying character,
I
but
mean,
they
these are
delivered.
these are all these are all. Sorry to interrupt. These are all characters like you have
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
to make the story going
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean, like they look like they're not important characters, but they are the most important characters because otherwise, without them, the main characters wouldn't ever realize their affection, right?
True,
Like
true.
Tess or what the other guy's name? Kate's
Chat,
date?
chat,
Yeah, Shat. Yeah,
uh,
Shat.
chat,
Shat or
chat,
Shat.
I think
Yeah.
chat, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So that's they're like the most important characters. I mean, yeah. So Tess was a little annoying for me, but
No, I think Jamila Jamal, I think
yeah,
she bought same vibe from New Girl. So she used she her famous series was New Girl, and she was like
and
she
she's like that in real
yeah
life as well. I
yeah
mean, she
yeah
kind of
yeah.
advocates for many important issues like women's freedom, women's rights, and all that stuff. I mean, I saw a video where she speaks about um, calling out all these women who would say, "Oh, don't have to work. You can just be homemakers and be happy with it." And then she called out to all those women, like, "Why are you on the screen talking about all this stuff, asking other women to be in the kitchen?" Right? I mean, she.
And that's something weird about the movie. But at the end of the movie, for me, it looked like it took the entire dip. For me,
Yeah.
I feel like I was little unsatisfied with the ending, like how they have closed the ending. I mean, it's again a different perspective from for different people. But I think Jamila, I mean, Tess character, I think she did really well. I felt the more. I mean, she was fair in her questions in the movie. Like, her question was, you created a scent for your wife and you gave me airports where the same Everett in just 2 to 3 ahead pissed off Kate saying like he might marry Tess someday and have kids, and yet at the day you showed affection in front of her, and it's very natural to ask her the question and think
Oh,
about
yeah, obviously.
yeah where the
Like,
relationship
what
has
are you,
really
man?
stand.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you so dumb in your head? Like you
yeah,
still have this much affection towards your wife, and
yeah.
what are you doing with me?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think she really did her good jobs. I mean,
Yeah,
she didn't beat. She's not bitchy. I mean, her character is sort of a person who comes from a New York style, like a city
yeah,
style.
yeah,
She's not
yeah.
like she's not a small town
See,
girl person. Yeah,
exactly. See,
yeah.
we again. I mean, we still have a big city girl moving to the small
True.
town,
She should
right?
have her own the movie for this, but that sort of struggle she has been put up to. I think that girls have done amazing job on what they were supposed to ask the right questions. I felt the main character Men is little twisted, like he has been married.
Exactly. I mean, like,
I personally felt the burn when he said to his wife
oh,
that he
you made me a good man. I want to
yeah.
be a good man to other women, but not you.
Yeah, that's
What?
very stupid. You could even start now. You could say like, I could
Yeah,
be
yeah.
a better
Let's
person.
yeah. You can just say, okay, let's start afresh. Let's forget all that
Yeah,
stuff. We
yeah.
still have affection, but no. I want to do this with another woman. I mean,
And
that.
when you say something like that, any woman be pissed off. Kate took time on her gingerbread. If that would have been me,
But
I would
I
have
would have been
stormed
like,
out.
bring.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
I like every character in the movie except for the main character. I mean, I don't have anything against him.
yeah.
If on Everett's side, I just didn't like the part that where, that's the only part I
Guy
didn't
says,
like. But
yeah, yeah,
everyone they
obviously.
did,
I mean, like, you
yeah,
opened my eyes, but
yeah,
let me use this knowledge and wisdom with another
on
woman.
someone else. But you have
But
two
you
kids, and
you put a lot
you,
of effort in our
yeah,
marriage and life,
exactly, yeah.
but
Yeah,
let me go and
that
help
would
another.
really break someone's spirit,
And yeah,
especially when
anyone. I
she
mean,
married
I
you and she loved you and she came to your town and she has done everything. but yeah, that sort of thing. I think everyone, even Nigel character, when Chad character was so supportive. I really like they bought a man from her 30s and where he did ask, like, felt like how he felt about Kate, because
Yeah.
generally in movies it's or in real life mostly the scenarios are the old man and young woman, but I like the way how they brought a young man and a middle-aged woman, but how they sort of connected that love or romance on has nothing to do with the age and or in general the gender. Um,
Yeah.
I I loved everything about the characters.
Yes, yes. I mean, the way he says, like the dialogue he says to Kate, right? Oh, I'm in my 20s, just like you. I
Yeah,
mean, like, okay,
yeah,
you are
yeah,
looking so young to me.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
definitely.
it's just saying you are young, just like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he was supportive. He didn't get jealous sort of thing. He understand the situation where he was, and he I mean they did show the funny side of him, but for me,
yeah,
I feel like he's the most warm person in the movie
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
he never forced upon him on Kate, and he always sort of encouraged her. And when the time he realized, like, what she wants, he just let her be happy. He didn't put up a fight. And even on a storm day, he was helping with multiple duties. Man, that's a kind person,
I mean,
definitely.
like, these Christmas movies are like the rom-com genre. They fall into rom-com genre, and everything else was rom, and this guy was the com.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
right?
And the
I mean,
dads, definitely
yeah,
the dads,
yeah.
definitely are the dads are a
Dance.
big
Okay,
difference.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They are, and Kate herself has brought a different comedy kind of twistings in her too. But yeah, as you said, most of the comedy was from Chad and the
Yeah,
dad. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It,
Oh,
it
let
was
me, let
pleasant. It
me.
was not an
Yeah, yeah. So let me share the screen and show them at least a small picture, like
sure.
how it looks, how the Christmas movies look. What was your first Christmas movie that you watched, Cherry, if you remember?
I probably have forgot about it, definitely. I definitely don't
Okay.
remember my first one. I think it's supposed to be The Princess Diaries, if I'm not wrong. There were multiple movies on the same.
Okay.
And there was Bridget Jones. I think a part of its movie has Christmas, so always sort of felt magical. I think rather than movie, I think it would be Friends. Friends when we were in
Oh
a
yeah.
bachelor's, so
Friends,
Friends was
every
there in,
season,
yes, yes.
every
And
season, the Christmas
yeah,
time.
yes. Yeah,
Oh
I think
my.
probably Friends would be the first thing we might have watched on how Christmas is celebrated in other side of the country,
And other side of the world.
other side of the
Yeah,
world too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I walked many roads during this season in Europe. I mean, like it's just that you need to take the walk. I mean, watching a Christmas movie on screen is just like that,
Yeah.
taking a walk in these beautifully decorated places, right?
Mm.
So here is a Merry Little Xmas poster and log line and synopsis. So anyway, I don't want to read. I mean, as we already talked a lot about this movie, I don't want to read the log line or synopsis. I think people already got the picture.
Yeah.
And what
Look at Alicia. I mean, she I think I would
definitely doesn't look like
officially
she's.
say that burgundy red is her color. Definitely, it's her color.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think everyone owns the color like how she owned. I think especially in this movie, she is mostly in the burgundy red, and she has a night dress on the Christmas that's burgundy red. I think she looked fab in that color, like she is bright, and I don't even have words how beautiful she looked in all the burgundy colors. I think It's definitely her color and her smile. I think it's consistent on as like a water hallmark. I think it's like mark on her, like her smile. I like the main character too. But I don't think I remember watching many of Oliver Hudson movies. I like him in this movie. Like, I mean, he definitely matched her for her vibe. But
Mhm.
I think somewhere I felt like they could have done a little more good job on showing their emotions or romance or sort of thing. It just felt me a while it's a little flat that these two characters didn't sync
Yeah.
up. The poster wise they looked like they sing up better, but when I watched a movie I felt like there was something that's missing in these characters to say like these are a romantic couple. I think that sort of missed for me in this movie between
Yeah,
this.
but they were never supposed to be a romantic couple if you look at it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they were supposed to look like they. I mean, just after their love story, young love story, and after they moved to their small town, they were never supposed to look like they were romantic couple, right? I
No,
mean,
even in the end, I felt like they didn't
yeah,
look
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
they didn't look like they are romantic
yeah.
couple. I mean, I'm not saying that they should show it, but I felt like there is something missing on them because
So
the choice Kate made at the end of the movie, I think most of the women. It's again, it's up to her, like why she made certain choices. I felt like with all the issues they have been gone through, I felt like Everett would have come and made a decision or at least make sense to put her some sense towards her saying that you fought for a divorce because you want to live a life which you chose, and because now we are talking and we got back together, he would have said I will still come and support you, and he would have. I wish the movie has ended a different storyline, but again I'm not saying like it's a bad one, but um,
yeah,
she would if you take in real life, we do make certain choices for our family, and we want to live up to certain things. I don't know if so for me I didn't feel the little clarity is like does she really want to go and live her dream outside Winterlight, or did she want to leave this city and made excuse that she want to live Winterlight because they are not in love anymore. So it's sort of because it just felt a little confusing for me because
yeah.
if he would have loved her and if she really is determined to live Winterlight and complete her start her life in Boston, he would have
Supported her and
yeah,
encouraged her
supported.
to
And
still move.
I felt like
And
because they came to a point that they decided to start, the marriage, like give a second chance to the marriage. Like I felt like she gave up on her career. I don't know. That's why I'm not sure if it was an excuse for her to leave him and the past and move to a different country or different place. But it just sort of fell off in between.
yeah, but Christmas movies, they don't want
Yeah.
to kind of push a big message in your face.
Yeah.
They're just about love and decorations, if I
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
not definitely, I would say this is not that
Yeah.
one Christmas movie. Maybe I would rewatch again and again.
Rewatch? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, because I sort of had my emotions starting when I started the movie was like, huh, what an interesting characters. And I thought like I mean, as Christmas movies are predictable, I thought at the end the way she put up with the fight initially that she want to move out of the city, I thought she would predictably she would be moving out and she might come back to the same city. She doesn't have to sell the house and all. She might
Yeah.
have done something out of it. But I'm at least glad at the end of the movie they showed her that she is in Winterlight, but she's still doing with her life on how she wanted to live with. Like she started to work for the trees, like she want to save trees, and she has biodegradable solutions, and she came up with all. She is doing it, but I think she somewhere I felt like
She
it
could
went.
have kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
expanded her, like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, ideas to the to bigger
yeah,
customers,
yeah,
clients, and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, that's our Christmas story. That
yeah,
how they wanted to end.
yeah, yeah,
But I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. Like
yeah,
Everett, I mean, he was still jealous. I mean, not jealous. What was I saying? He was still selfish at the
yeah,
end. I mean,
yeah,
he couldn't take that one more step and ask
yeah.
her to, we are here, we'll be here. You go. I mean,
Yeah,
make your
it
dreams
could have. I mean,
true.
we're not judging their choices. We are okay with their choices. It's or something. But when you present something in front of a screen, you have a responsibility to say or choose the way you narrate the story has to be different. So, and especially if you have such a wonderful actress and actors around you, I mean, you would have you have done a different thing. So personally, ending was not definitely my favorite. I think that
Okay.
sort of thing has take the movie into a little dip.
Let's get
So,
down. Okay.
but it's not the one of it's not the worst movie. It's a good movie. It's a movie to watch. It's
It's
not
not a
like
movie that
yeah,
you will rewatch. But
rewatch it.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think I'll rewatch it for the decorations and the greenery they
Oh,
show in the house. I mean, it's it's such a beautiful
definitely.
movie. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so that, guys, is our first Christmas movie that we discussed. You can watch it on Netflix. I think many of these Christmas movies, they're also available on Netflix in India as well, and they're also available in on Prime Video. And I think there are very less audience to these movies in our country, at least in the southern part of India.
Yeah.
I think because the first Christmas movie I watched was Christmas Chronicles, if I remember.
Oh, okay,
What a
okay.
beautiful movie, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not
yeah,
talk about it because I would like to talk about that movie and the sequel in a particular in another video specifically about it because wow.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So
definitely.
um I had to kind of force my sister and my family members to watch it, and then they just fell in love with it.
Yeah,
And of course, I watched like tens and I mean I can say hundreds of more Christmas movies because as soon as it it takes September o'clock, I'm gonna start watching the movies. I know people watch all these thrillers, fantasies, and all. During these September, October, November months, but still I have to watch these movies. And they keep your mental health like okay, be calm.
keep
This
in
season
pace.
you'll
Keep
get
in
through
pace.
you'll get
Yeah,
through this season. We are
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And yeah. So that's a Merry Little Xmas. If you want to watch, you can watch it on Netflix. And the next movie that we would like to watch and discuss is The Champagne Problems. What do you think, Cherry? Did
I'm
you watch?
afraid I actually watched My Secret Santa.
Okay. Mhm.
So I think it's coming too, so we can watch and we can see how it goes.
Okay, okay. So, okay, next movie would be My Secret Santa,
No, we
but
will
with
start your movie like the champagne
Champagne Problems. Okay.
problems, and because we still have a lot of Christmas time, so we can
Yeah,
review
exactly.
Secret Santa. I don't think Secret Santa is out until December. Let's see
Okay.
how. Yeah,
So these kind of movies, they will be releasing the platforms for a long time until February, March, I guess. Okay, from during this dark months, and yeah. I don't know how we did on our first discussion,
Yeah.
but I love it. What do you think?
I think
I
this
think
channel is to definitely speak how and what we like
yeah, yeah,
about things and keep it subtle and be honest about it. So I think yeah,
yeah.
this is like a
We could.
discussion between us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So this will be our second movie that we'll be discussing, but we'll discuss it later in the coming what? It'll be on next Saturday, 29th of November. So if you guys watch it, and if you guys watch A Merry Little Xmas, and let us know what you felt after watching this movie and how it changed your movie watching thing after this video, right? Because I think there are very less people who watch these kind of movies, and they should have a lot of audience. It doesn't matter which part of the world you are living in, they are just it's Italian chef's kiss, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you don't have to use a lot of your brain trying to watch this
It's
movie.
a 1.5 hour movie, so I think you'll just take the peace of mind. If you don't like the character, you still can bitch on the screen. No one cares, and it's just the time of the year. You can do all sort of things in this movie. So
And let us know because we are not the makers of these movies. We just want your opinions of these movies in our comments, in our YouTube comments. We are going to share this video on YouTube, and then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Movies and Musings.
musings. Okay.
Chalo, Cherry. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Good
much for agreeing to
night.
do this. And let's do this every single Saturday, right?
See you on next Saturday.
Bye bye.
Bye.